My role at Dunlap Bennett Ludwig is as a servant leader. I empower a team of marketing professionals to use data and analytics to make strategic marketing decisions. And I am super passionate about branding and messaging.
When I was first made aware of Dunlap Bennett and Ludwig, it was when I was speaking at a legal association. I was giving a keynote on marketing techniques and tactics. And while I was there, their chief marketing officer came up to me and she started asking some really deep, insightful questions. Questions that I don't normally hear from chief marketing officers because they were about human behaviors and they were about the marketing psychology. And that's something that was really impressive to me. So we started a relationship and I really learned what their challenge was. And their challenge was taking this brand that they have created that is done really well. They are a national firm, an international firm, and not detracting from it, but amplifying it and really dominating the practice areas that they practice in. So that was a big challenge because most of their growth had come from relationships. And now we have to say we have to grow in other areas that aren't relational in nature. And that required us to create this big, shiny, polished object and this polished brand that was attractive to these business owners and these business executives and really wanted to create this sense of desire for what Dunlap Bennett and Ludwig had to offer to their businesses. So in order to accomplish this, we had to get really deep into their analytics, their historical data. We had to really know what worked for them in the past, why it worked, and then take those things and bring them to the forefront. We had to amplify everything that was successful in the past and add to it, while simultaneously stripping away the pieces that were ineffective. And in order to do this, we really had to understand the behaviors and the psychology of each of the businesses that would work with them on a per practice basis. So we had to ensure that their website was not only an enhancement from the user experience, but that it also drove real SEO value, that people were really finding them and seeing them as a resource and an educational perspective. And we had to create that long-term success in every area of their marketing messaging, not just their website, but their SEO, and not just their SEO, but their social media. So it was a difficult challenge.
Throughout the entire process when we were building our new website, it was a pretty complex process. We really started from everything from scratch. So we had all new photographs, all new content, an entirely new system. And being able to rely on them as a true partner, I think is really what set them apart in that process.
So we created a phenomenal website for Dunlap Bennett and Ludwig that created an unprecedented user experience. We also went through Google and identified the keywords that were really transactional in nature, not just educational. And we created an SEO strategy that would drive leads and drive new business. We made sure that their social media tied into those things, both on the educational and transactional levels, but also on the social aspect, how we can amplify not only the brand, but also the people and the community that they had. They have such an amazing culture at DBL, and it needs to be recognized. And then, of course, we also did some pay-per-click campaigns for them. There's some very, very specific services and practice areas that they have that in many times people don't even know how to search for them. So we use Google Ads and other pay-per-click methods to make sure that the right ads and right messaging are coming up when people need their services. So the results of all of this effort and all of this strategizing that we've done were impressive. We were able to see increased brand visibility on a national level. Of course, with that visibility comes revenue growth, which every law firm wants to see. I'm pretty sure every business in general wants to see it. They were able to grow geographically and expand their firm in pretty much every way. And of course, there was engagement in their services, their articles, their thought leadership, their social media, their website, just everything across the board saw an increase of engagement.
I don't see CC&A as a vendor, I see them as a partner. And they are a part of the success of Dunlap Bennett Ludwig in terms of how we market.